came last night.
Listen, I'm not calling
I
you.
wore a mask. Okay, she did.
Wait a minute. Where y'all coming from?
New York. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
Didn't one of the men from New York bring that shit here?
No. What you talking about?
I don't know. I'm not feeling so safe right now.
Oh, now you're not feeling safe. You ain't hear me cough. You heard that one cough.
I mean, I got a little cough too, but I'm having reverse allergies.
Reverse.
I am. No, like seriously, when I left Georgia and moved to North Carolina, I had the worst case of allergies.
Really?
And
Hey
now
guys,
I'm
come
back.
on in, come on in. We are getting ready
I'm
to.
trying to make sure that I don't have no lip gloss on. I look
Oh, you good? This look good. It's good.
Oh, okay.
So make sure you share it. Hey guys, come on in. Say hello. Hey Sharonda. Make sure that y'all share the video for tonight's broadcast. And let's see. How I share it to you?
I'm about to share it from your page.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna just share. I gotta share it to this
I need
here.
a ring light, but there's a ring light that you can put your phone on. Like she has it.
Her. Girl, I broke my other one just now trying to set it up. I had one for the desk, so I was gonna set that one up. Yeah. But hey, who all in here? Okay, hey Jonathan. Your lawyer sent you. Nigga, don't nobody care. Tell your lawyer to call me. Y'all, we got some good topics. We got a live studio audience today.
Right. The corona is not
The
affecting
corona did not shut us down.
Well,
okay?
actually, maybe.
The corona ain't shutting us down.
Well, it ain't shutting us down, but
Because we all got melody.
You don't want nothing to do with you with the corona. You
Our
was here coughing and
our
whatnot.
studio audience.
Got that wrong.
Our studio audience.
A lot of people not getting that.
Right.
It don't
The
affect black
melanin, we
people.
good. We good.
I was just telling my mama that, and she was like, "No,
Well,
Now that's real facts.
We got one colored. We got one colored with it now.
That's because he was dealing with them. If you don't, the secret to winning is not.
He's half white, half white.
No,
So don't
no.
count.
No, he done passed it to somebody else. Though.
One of his teammates has it now. Yeah, and
What's his percentage of melanin?
Right, I'm about to say that.
he's full El Negro special.
Is he? Where you from, Compton?
I ain't gonna say he's from Compton, but he's full El Negro.
He's full. I mean, that's just like one of the heavily populated black places. You know, we got pulled in. We could have said Atlanta. Where he from, Atlanta? You know, boom. Then we'd be like, oh yeah, he black. He real black. So who else we got? Oh, he said, and Sage. I bet y'all was looking for that Sage. Pastor Jamal Bryant and friends.
I went and bought like 6 bundles for me and my mama.
You don't do frankincense and myrrh?
Oh, girl, I've been running that all
Yeah.
with frankincense, myrrh with a little tea tree.
Yes.
Frankincense and myrrh, that's Jesus stuff right there now.
That's the stuff you need. What y'all going on?
That's in the
I
red
feel like
wine.
sage is. I think
Thank you.
Sage is just the Band-Aid. Frankincense and myrrh will get everything out of
Peppermint,
there.
everything.
That's
Ruben said the spirit is about to really get high. You're right, Ruben. It is very high.
He don't want the spirit to get high.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute now. What y'all got going on? Okay, y'all. Welcome to Conversations with Double H. I'm hot. We're going to turn the air on in a minute.
Yeah,
so
bacteria grows in heat.
You know?
Turn this place into a petri dish.
Well, they said like certain temperatures, though, it can't take. Like they said, it can't take the sun. And I think because melanin people are sun people, that's why they ain't bothering us. Everything coming together, y'all. It's coming together.
You know they always say when black people get together, we bring the heat.
Boom! Look, we done killed the Rona just like that.
Exactly.
Just by showing up.
Look, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so you're gonna be reading the comments. I got my good friend Gavin here. He reached out and said that he wanted to be on this week's episode of Conversations with Dope Black. You enjoyed last week's episode?
I'm just here for the
You
comedic.
didn't think about that?
No, I'm just here for the comedic.
And last week, y'all know we talked about Pastor Jamal Bryant and friends. and how they believe that sage is demonic.
Is it really?
Um,
No, it's not.
So we had a good time off of that. My YouTube is feeling really good off of it. So thank you, Pastor Jamal Bryant, for that. Giving me the traffic that I deserve. So tonight we have several topics that we are going to. He told me, so y'all gonna get us all killed talking about they. No, we're not dying. So we all right. They are the ones struggling.
They gonna have to survive first to kill us.
This is reparations, though.
Catch us on this side.
Woo! Okay.
First.
So
Y'all gotta get our ICU first. Okay?
Let's get to facts first. First of all, my name is Isis, Kimberly Isis Thomas, the creator of IHearThatGirl.com. So Conversations with the Dope Black Chick is an extension of the podcast, the Dope Black Chick Podcast. And so this is where we cover a lot of trending news and have those types of discussions, okay? So if you've been following the podcast, it is a very introspective audio journey through life. So it is your way to unleash your own personal dopeness. So make sure that you guys are subscribed to the Dope Black Chick Podcast, available on all podcasting platforms. Now, with that out the way, again, I have my co-host and friends today, Gavin Harper.
Yes.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, y'all could.
You ain't got to do that? The studio audience was like, yeah.
We gonna have to hold up a sign
Sorry.
so that we get
Like that.
applaud, please. I'm just joking. I'm just.
Woo!
Yeah.
So, Gavin, tell everybody about yourself while I flip the switch on the AC.
Thank you, because I'm starting to perspire.
Ooh,
There's not much to know about me. I am saved, but I do cuss a little bit, so I may curse a little bit in here.
Wow,
So
that's all I
please,
ever do.
please excuse me, and if you see me at church on Sunday, just forget anything about me cursing. So,
Oh, you one of them Christians.
Yeah.
The fake ones. On Sunday, you speak holy.
Well.
Monday through Saturday, you be cussing like a sailor.
I pretty much speak holy doing church. The parking lot is free game.
See? Why do that? I believe that Jesus wants you to be real 24/7.
Well, I don't want to disrespect his house and just be in there, popping off.
But
You know.
it's plenty of reasons to pop off in the house of the Lord.
I have popped off a couple of times in there.
As long as it's valid, I think that's the only thing that
Yeah,
matters.
most of the time it's valid.
When Jesus turned over them tables, he was not talking pretty.
Yeah, true. Well, my favorite one is when he turned water into wine. I like those kind of characters. I should have brought some wine.
Oh, I got wine now. Keep wine on stop.
Oh. Well, why am I drinking this wine?
We can do a break. You asked for water because you thought you had the Rona for a second.
And let me educate y'all. They say drink plenty of water because it washes the Rona down to your stomach.
You're supposed to drink plenty of water regardless.
But
Period.
The studio audience is not here for Gavin, y'all.
Yeah, like you just tracked
they're
over
saying,
us.
but they're saying, wash it and the acid in your stomach won't kill it. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. Jameson said cuss a little bit at her. Really? I like cussing. I believe cussing is self-care. So,
I'm gonna warm the crowd up first, okay? We'll warm the crowd up. But
Alright, so let's get started on these topics because we got a lot that we want to discuss tonight, right?
Definitely.
Y'all know we want to talk about coronavirus. Just got to talk about it. It has been hilarious to me. I'm sorry. But this whole thing has been hilarious to me. If you have been going to IHearThatGirl.com, I recently had an article about how black people have been responding to coronavirus, and of course black Twitter never fails me, ever fails me, and they gave me so much joy just looking at the responses. So tonight we're talking about, is this real valid or real ridiculous? What are your thoughts?
Is it real valid or real ridiculous?
Do you really think we're in a pandemic?
Believe it or not, I feel like it's a little bit of both, right? Now, from a black perspective, we ain't really worried because, we would cure anything on our own. The real ridiculous part, I just feel like, why are y'all buying all the damn toilet paper? Why in the hell are y'all buying all the toilet paper? That's my concern. That's the ridiculous part. Leave that damn toilet paper on the shelf. I mean, damn.
But I saw a lady on the news today at the Sam's here in Atlanta. Caucasian lady, you know, and her, you know, they had their carts full of things. She had her cart full of water and at least 20 to 30 slabs of ribs. I don't know what the ribs are going to do. I'm still trying to figure out what the ribs was for.
You got to eat.
Facts.
So she just going to cook ribs throughout this entire thing. Nothing else. She didn't have no baked beans on the side. She didn't have nothing else but water and ribs.
I wish I was in Sam's at the same time she was in there because I would have went home with her.
I think people are out of control. Y'all doing the most.
They are. They really are.
First of all, y'all doing
absolutely all the damn hand sanitizer, and they already said wash your hands instead of using hand sanitizer because the antibacterial you're gonna come immune to it eventually, and then there you go. You got corona.
Prior to that, didn't they say that hand sanitizer?
We can't hear you, studio audience.
So sorry. Prior to that, didn't they say that hand sanitizer is just
right?
Like
this is something we've known.
So my thing
forever.
is with the whole corona thing is like this is stuff you should have been doing from the beginning. You should have been wiping down. First off, they don't clean them planes. You should have been wiping down the planes beforehand. You should be washing your hands when you come into the house.
Definitely.
This
is why I say stop messing around with them transparent people. Because they the ones that be walking around barefoot and just touching stuff, kissing dogs, licking on monkey booties and stuff. I'm sorry. We've been washing our hands for the longest. Your mama done taught you that.
Okay.
That's just habit.
You come from outside, you come inside.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. When it's time to eat, wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
And I mean,
clothes, put on your inside clothes.
Just standard stuff here, people. So since we're talking about sanitizer, so people have been out here, you know, buying up this chemical sanitizer, and I believe in all natural products that Jesus made. So
Jesus made it?
Because it comes from the earth. This I made myself.
He made it himself.
I'm just using Bath and Body Works bottle, but trust me, what's in here is all Jesus.
The bowels.
So this is a blend of tea tree oil, it's my olive oil, and some Dr. Bronner's eucalyptus. Okay, so
we can't sell this because
I can't sell this because according to today I saw on the news this lady who owns a 7-Eleven, she going to jail, y'all. She been selling fake sanitizer in her store. I'm mad because to me that's entrepreneurship. I mean, what's wrong with her? She said we out. I'm gonna create my own inventory. Right. Now she's going to jail. And then did you read the story about the young? I mean, do it have to be FDA approved? Obviously, whatever the FDA is approving is not killing the coronavirus.
Now you're right about that. Absolutely right.
But y'all can make this. I'll put this recipe on the website.
Oh, you just put it in the Bath and Body.
Yeah. So there's a story about this young man at the school, little student, and they have suspended him from school for selling pumps of hand sanitizer.
Now wait a minute. That is a shortage. There's a shortage, and he needs it.
I'll give my son a high five.
He said, Ruben said he was selling squirts of sanitizer for 64 cents. I love the 64 cent. I love that.
64. That's
he got that from Walmart. He was like, hey, you know, you got to have an even number on the end. And it works. Because it's like, if I say 70 cents, you thinking close to $1? Close to $1 for a squirt? Nah, my nigga, 64 cents. Oh, I got that. Let me go.
Because you really have 64 cents in your pocket.
So here's a funny thing about me, and this is where Ruben would be messed up at. Because, so when I lived in Augusta, on Sundays they would sell the Sunday paper, like they would be out on the corner selling the Sunday paper for 99 cents. And so of course they expect you to just give them the $1 and just be done with it.
You want your penny back?
I want my penny back.
You are so really...
No, because if you're gonna sell it for 99 cents and expect me to give you $1 and you not give my change back, sell it for $1. Just say it's $1. Because people,
a penny.
Right, it's a penny.
That's a good question.
But I do it just for GP. Go ahead and raise your price to $1. I'm either gonna buy it or
At
I'm
this
not gonna
point,
buy
you
it.
should be able to sell
Right.
whatever you want. I mean,
You know?
that's what entrepreneurs do.
Right.
In the time of crisis, this is where you find entrepreneurs. And Ruben said that the little boy only made $11. Y'all gonna expel the boy from school for $11? He did good though.
He did good.
Probably. See, they trying to get. It's all a conspiracy against the black man. Ricky brings up a good point that says, what are they going to do about people in these jails and prisons? They're already quarantined.
Right. No visitation.
As long as you're not
They
having
got
police
other-
officers or...
They got other things to worry about than the coronavirus.
Right.
Like,
I think that is proof that what this quote unquote pandemic is a joke. If they're all together and they ain't sick like this, why are y'all out here tripping and buying 20 packs of ribs? Like, what's going on?
We have to be worried about the type of people that's going into the jail. So you got the guards and stuff in and out every day.
Right.
So that's pretty much their only exposure to it. So it's very minimal. I mean, what
It's
they
the
can
same as pretty much anywhere else. You done dealt with these
No.
people on your job pretty much every day anyway.
Yeah.
Same people. Same thing.
Bro.
So those people that come in and out of those prisons, it's the same thing. Like, you're still passing people. You don't know how many people they pass before they come back to the prison.
do. That's why I feel like we all gonna catch it.
Right.
Visitors.
So they got
The
visitors.
inevitable.
They got visitors coming. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't
Cut
see...
visitation.
Why? They ain't getting sick.
Cut visitation.
It's
Because
proof that this thing is not out here like that. That's all I'm saying.
because see,
It is media hype.
I feel like now I definitely believe the media is hyping his way up, but I kind of feel like that they don't take care of those people in jail like that.
Of course
gonna be
they
like,
don't.
So if they
they
don't
just
take
gonna be like, y'all got
again,
corona. Enjoy.
if they ain't taking care of them and they're not sick,
No, but I'm just saying.
what
if
does
they
this
get
say
sick-
about us?
and they can't afford to have them all get sick because that's pretty much free labor.
Right.
I was
Right,
reading
so-
that they were digging graves. They had the inmates already digging graves, and it's about 51,000 graves they want. Like,
And they digging graves for the free people, right?
not for themselves.
Wait a minute. Why they digging graves and they
I'm gonna go and try to get locked
And
up.
that's they know that.
If you want to survive, go get locked up.
It's an agenda.
It is all a hoax. This
No.
is gonna go away in like
It's a
2,
flu, like
3
any
years.
other flu.
This is population control.
This
That's
is
how I see it.
this. I feel like this is a scheme that Todd set up to come back at Mama Joyce.
Wait, what?
Who?
Are we talking Real Housewives right
This is-
now?
this
See, I don't even know who these people are.
This is a scheme. This is a scheme that Todd
Candy's
set up.
husband.
This is a scheme.
I
that
have
Todd set up.
no idea who he's talking about. So we're gonna move on. Let's also talk about
It's a scheme that
social distancing. You know, that's a new phrase.
What
Is
is
there
that now?
Meaning, don't go to work, keep your ass at home.
I work at home, so I'm straight.
Social distancing. What do y'all think about social distancing? Do you not think we were already headed there in the first place? Do you think that that's a transition that they were trying to impose anyway? 'Cause it does save a whole lot of money.
You're right. And so of course I work in corporate America, and we've been getting all these emails about, oh, just stay home, just stay home. We put all the tools in place for you to work from home, blah, blah, blah. And so I feel like a lot of companies are going to kind of catch on to this whole thing, right? Because eventually I feel like everybody's going to be like, oh, well, we're going to go in quarantine. Everybody needs to work from home for a week or 2 weeks, etc. And then a lot of these companies are going to be like, well, you know what? We don't need this.
We don't need you.
We don't
I'm
need this.
wasting
Well,
more
no.
money keeping my lights on.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't
Than
need this
I
big
am.
building.
Right.
If
Right.
I,
Okay,
this is why I'm saying, like, I really feel like things are being used to push for an agenda or a plan that was already in place.
True.
I'll give you an example. And I'm going to talk about stock market and economics later, but I do want to show y'all this. About 6 months ago, I was looking at the stock for Zoom. I don't know if a lot of y'all know about Zoom conferencing, but I use Zoom. And you know, I always believe, I follow Warren Buffett's ideas that you invest in what you use. So I use Zoom for conferencing with my clients and doing webinars. So I was like, okay, let me buy some Zoom stock. At the time, the Zoom stock was literally like $23, $25. 6 months later, Now they're telling everybody, stay at home, socially distance yourself, and work. You want to know how much Zoom stock is worth today? $115 a share. I'm just saying, these companies are the companies that we were already moving towards working from home. The majority of people that work from home remotely has increased significantly over the past 5 years. So you got to be wise about what is happening and how the things are moving. Come on, guys. We are in a technological age. Technological age means I don't need you on the job. I don't need you on the site.
True.
So, social distancing.
Because what I do, I could do from home every day.
Most things people can do from home. That's why you go to the grocery store and you have self-checkout. Like, because...
Oh, no, you can order your groceries.
And you can order, and I do it all the time.
Instacart.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Girl, I love it.
I don't know, my
Instacart.
cousin...
I want to pick up my veggies. I don't like
my cousin, I just went to my cousin's house.
So
and
you gonna go through all that just to pick up some vegetables?
Because you can pick out the ones you want.
Okay.
Like, it's that control type of situation.
Y'all must really like veggies.
But
See,
you
me,
never
most of
be
my
in
stuff
New
is
York.
processed
We can
food.
just
So
go outside
I'll be
and-
like, yeah, give me them nuggets.
But no,
And french
Because what
fries.
if they pick the wrong thing and it's not the right type that you
Right.
like, and I'm
It's
thinking
not
about
ripe
stuff
enough.
like that.
If it's, you know.
Oh, okay. See,
know.
you would have to really like vegetables to
But our
be concerned
supermarket, we
with
just
those
walk
things.
outside and 5 minutes we there. Y'all got to
See,
drive it.
yeah, you know.
I like to go to the farmer's market for my
See?
fruits and vegetables.
Exactly.
But
But everything being
but
at the tip of
everything
your
else.
fingertips is cool. I think it's
Oh,
amazing. When you
It's the most,
It's
you know, when you're lazy like me, I'm just going to call it lazy. Some people say convenience, but I'm lazy. And I would appreciate somebody getting my groceries so I don't have to do it. And sometimes when I'm super lazy, they can bring it to my door. And I appreciate that even more. So, I'm here for the technology. I mean, I'm here for it. I know where we're going.
I only order my groceries on Instacart. They
Yeah.
bring it to my door.
I have, I do
I'm
Kroger
not-
pickup though. Because Kroger pickup be busting
no.
sometimes.
Nope. If I'm gonna have somebody pick out the groceries, you gonna bring that shit to my
That
door
Instacart is a whole full $10 for that delivery.
too. And you done
But
spent
you know Kroger will do the same thing though.
You done spent $10 in gas.
No, not really. Not really. And then see, Kroger show you real love because they be sending you them coupons and half of the stuff that you already ordered be free. I be like, nigga, you give me all this milk. Free milk and eggs every month. Anyway, moving on. Now we want to talk. I gotta talk about your girl from The Real. I don't know if y'all saw Adrian Ballon on The Real.
She doesn't wash her hands at her house.
Homegirl says she don't wash her hands at her house. She says she touched the toilet tissue, but that's it. So why does she need to wash her
She
hands?
said
She's
after she
a
goes back
nasty.
in the house, she
She's
don't
a-
wash her hands.
That's nasty.
She's a nasty gutter snipe.
It's people like Adrian Ballon that is why you got the COVID-19 going on.
She not necessarily.
Right.
She halfway.
Ain't the full melanin. I'm just saying, I don't be saying this stuff just to be sounding racist. I say this stuff because it's real.
Stuff coming from a halfer over here, you know.
Girl, you ain't no half.
My dad's from Panama.
You still black.
No. But I'm saying, coming from a Latin you know.
You still black.
No. Because I can't say she's not this. She's Puerto Rican and Ecuadorian or something like that. Latin households, they don't play that either. You're washing your hands.
Right.
Well, she must ain't get that side.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so this
her
is what I'm
side is a
saying.
little different.
Her,
But she don't even wanna wash her
But she's been
fingers.
famous since she's like 13, so maybe that's what it is. Like, she hasn't had to really, you know? But when I said,
she defecates, she doesn't.
It smells
wash her
shitty to
hands.
me.
but that's disgusting. Like, to have to.
It's just
like,
nasty.
Well,
It's just
Even
nasty.
if you're just being close to your asshole. That's just nasty.
Well,
It's
well,
nasty.
no.
People, if you
Well,
do anything where you touching anything else, wash your damn hands.
well,
When I'm typing on my keyboard, before I go get something to eat, I wash my hands. When I'm on this phone, before I get something to eat, I wash my hands because it's germs on all of these things. I would not sit here and do this and then turn around and eat something because I know it's just as dirty. Your keyboard is just as dirty as this cell phone.
So,
I don't do that.
I mean,
So-
I be on
Wash
my
your damn
phone
hands.
eating my little wings, like.
You put all them germs right on there. Because guess where you use your phone the most, though? In that bathroom. Yeah, y'all do it. Y'all be on the toilet like this.
I keep my toothbrush in a drawer in the bathroom.
At least or those little,
Well, I have a thing on it, but I keep my toothbrush in the drawer in the bathroom because it's like when you flush the toilet, like all that stuff, and I'm like,
But I
your
close the
will when
thing.
you're driving. That's actually dirtier.
It is. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Wash your hands when
Well,
you get out
don't-
your car.
don't- when you use the bathroom, you don't like put the toilet seat down and then flush. I do that because I'm always afraid of like the splashing.
right, well, no.
That's a good point, Ricky. Ricky says, I have a friend who says the president will put a 4-week no traveling in the U.S. Ban, I guess, and curfew. Stores will be closed. I don't think he's going to do that, not here, because they want to stimulate the economy.
The economy, right.
If they want to, they should forgive
Right.
student loans. Because I will buy a car tomorrow. Please get rid of my
I'll
student
put that
loans.
one.
I don't have it. I don't have
There's
it.
certain, but you know
I
what?
don't have any of
Italy,
those.
you don't have to pay your mortgage.
Italy don't have to pay mortgage.
You don't have to pay
Australia is giving you some, what, $750?
anything. Yeah.
You know,
I
like,
mean, maybe we need to take
$750, I don't know what they're going to do for me. But
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it at $750 you ain't had.
I don't know about that. Because they're going to tax you on it.
I'll
So,
That's fine.
I would like
As long as I get it out
them,
of my
if y'all
2021.
really want to stimulate the
Text me
economy,
2021.
just erase student loans. I promise you. I'm telling you this. Now I'm saying it first. And I ain't running for political office. But I know that if y'all get rid of them student loans, people going shopping like never before. Trust me. That's how you stimulate the economy. They just put half of what it was, $500,000, $500 billion into the stock market today to boost. That's what they did. So you mean to tell me y'all want to sit around and do stuff like that, but y'all don't want to forgive my student loans?
So, well,
Something ain't right.
Well, what I'm gonna get? I don't have any student loans for them to forgive.
Oh, you blessed?
They highly favored. Don't make me
Really?
shout.
Are you?
That's
Yeah, I
good.
don't have any student loans.
We should clap
So
for that.
I'm like,
We should really
so
clap
what?
for that.
What I'm gonna get?
A coconut smile.
Yep.
No, I need a check too. I need some
I mean,
reparations.
they can give you a little check, but since you ain't had no student loans, it ain't a problem. Like,
Well, they need to
I think the
go
people who
to
have
the
student
line.
loans really need forgiveness. Like,
They already took my money, so I don't really care.
They still taking my money. I ain't got nothing to
the
give.
damn student loans.
I have nothing.
I have absolutely
I have
nothing.
I ain't got nothing else.
I have nothing.
All right, so let's move on to our next topic, which is catching flights or getting flued out. There are an increasing number of young black people, well, all people really, but young people who are buying flights and catching these sales. Do y'all think something wrong with them?
Hell no.
Nope.
Take
It's
advantage
just-
of
it's
these
just- okay,
sales.
so the
I got
shit
a
is
flight
stressful.
Wednesday.
You said it's stressful?
And it's like my flight last night was stressful as hell.
How much you got
Right.
your flight for?
$60.
That's why she did it though.
But-
It's worth it.
But
It's
I was
worth
stressed
it.
out. Okay, so first off, there were 50 available seats. That's
Nobody on the
plane.
damn.
Nobody on the
That's
plane.
talking about me. Mine was 83 this morning.
Yeah, so like
Everybody had their own
nobody's there.
You catch a
LaGuardia was a ghost town. I have
I
never
have my little
seen.
mask on, you know.
Everybody looked like they were a part of a hazmat
That's fine.
team.
Look,
Okay.
we had a conversation
That's
about
a
what to
person
wear
person.
if you go on a flight. And I would say, he said he gonna do the mask and everything. I just said they already give you ginger ale on the flight. So
It's
all
like
you
you-
need to
everything.
request is ginger ale
And a pillow.
and a pillow.
Lay
So
your
you need to
ass
lay
down.
your ass down. That's
Lay
it.
down. Stay.
You get off,
Lay
you
still.
gonna be fine. You gonna be
Stay
But
still.
legit, like, say God forbid you swallowed the wrong way, or you just had something in your throat,
Like when I
and
did
then
when I walked in, I
and
swallowed the
yeah,
wrong way.
and
He was like,
you
"Oh,
freaking
no.
cough or you sneeze. No,
No.
seriously though,
They-
everybody on the flight, everyone who sneezed, everybody who coughed, like legitimately,
But
it was like
people do that.
you doing that.
No.
People are doing that. Like
No,
that's just the reaction. He coughed it. I was like, don't be doing that. Don't do that over here.
Last week they had to like do a landing on a plane because someone sneezed
And there was a fight.
The entire plane went ham.
What would you guys do? Would you buy tickets right now as low as these prices are? I think I saw some tickets prices at $30.
What airline is this with too?
Girl, you know it's half of them Spirit.
Oh
yeah,
no,
so no.
Giving away for $5.
I'm okay.
But you guys, anywhere from Spirit to Delta, Southwest. Southwest is like $70.
Southwest.
Yeah.
My cousin got a flight from Raleigh to or Durham. I forget where she's at in North Carolina, but she's in North Carolina. She got a flight from North Carolina to Orlando for $40.
Like, would you take these flights? I want to know what would you guys? Is it worth the risk to take advantage of these super low airplane ticket fares? Would you purchase the tickets?
Plus hotels are super cheap too.
Right. I'm taking them. I have a
So
friend.
where was this energy, real quick? Where was this energy when everybody was dying in the DR? And everybody I know was like, I'm not going to DR. I ain't doing it. But they had the
everybody want these tickets.
But they had the dead man special. You could go to DR for like 2 weeks, all inclusive, for like $50.
This joker said the dead man said. Let me tell y'all something. I wasn't going to DR.
Please.
It didn't go.
Please. If I could have got time off, I would have been in DR. Right as in Domingo.
Awesome.
Chilling on the beach. It's my time.
Exactly. And you know, sadly,
Just
that
not
was
breaking
an
the law.
article. An article, the title was, "If it's my time, it's my time."
If
And
it's
I
your
thought
time.
it was hilarious.
If I die,
Like,
I die.
that's just what it is, you know.
But I
And
could die on an
honestly,
island.
Right. You might as well.
honestly, I do agree with that sentiment. If I die, I die.
Right.
Like,
You might as
you
well
might as well
live.
have fun
Yeah.
and
You live.
get you a flight at a cheap
Right.
price. Why not? You've been complaining for the past 2 years.
You
that you
ain't
can't go
traveling.
nowhere because
Right.
you ain't got no money for it.
Now,
And now
here's
you
your
can get a
time.
flight for $40.
Here's your time.
Go
Go
get you a
places you've
$40
never been
flight.
before.
So get flued out. Okay, that's
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, make sure that y'all do that. Here is our I told y'all about the 7-Eleven lady, right?
Yes.
Did y'all see on the news they say the Asians are buying guns in massive
Well,
numbers?
I feel bad for them though. I feel bad.
Do
for
you
them.
really?
No,
I do.
In a sense.
You do?
In a sense, a little bit.
I-
A little bit. A little bit.
I definitely want to hear that. Can you come in so everybody can see you? Come on, sit right there.
They brought
Because-
this shit here. They brought this shit here.
No,
Nah.
of course it is. But I feel bad for
I
them
don't know.
because it's sad. Like it's sad because people are literally targeting Asians, and it could be people that have never been to China, never
Right.
anything, and because they are Chinese or they're whatever. Hell, they don't even gotta be Chinese. They could be from Malaysia or something.
Mhm.
But they look the way.
Right.
So now you got ignorant folks that are targeting these folks. It's sad.
Something that
We've
we've been saying for the longest and been ignored and by the Asian community. Exactly.
But this is why
I'm just saying.
But this is the same thing. It's the same thing even like with the Jews. I feel bad. It's a chin. When I say it's like this much, it's like this much. Like that homeless man, that man that was getting the bottles, the cans in San Francisco or something like that, or San Diego, I forget what it was, but it's in Cali. The kids went and they beat him up and stole his cans. He had like 3 big things to keep.
Is an Asian dude?
Yeah. Do you know how long it takes to get them cans all up?
Listen.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
But you know
that-
this is not the first time
No.
that this has happened to their community. Following the Vietnam War, this is something that they dealt with. And then another thing that is a little known piece of the U.S. history that a lot of people do not know is that there was a law on the books following, and this was before Vietnam War, but there was a law on the books that was just recently taken off about 30 to 40 years ago, in which any person that was an Asian, quote-unquote, American could not even apply for citizenship here. It didn't even matter if you was born here. And that was just removed from the books 30 to 40 years ago. But see, a lot of people don't even know about that.
I don't have a problem with Asians unless they coughing and sneezing right about now. Other than that, y'all do y'all. I'm gonna do me.
I'm just saying.
I've been craving a little egg roll lately.
It's still.
I don't eat.
I gotta eat.
It's a twinge. It's just a little. My heart.
Your heart feels. I mean,
Yeah,
I
my
understand
heart
that
feels
because
something.
anytime there's injustice, like black people understand injustice because we've been dealing with
But
injustice.
do I feel like I'm about to go outside and protest and picket? And
Oh no, I'm not doing that.
Hell,
I'm not
no,
doing that.
I'm not doing it.
But
It's just
alright.
very interesting to me.
I'm gonna pick it all right on that L3 combo. Be like, hey, let me get this.
It's just very interesting to me
Right.
that people of color, and I use that very loosely, and this is one of the reasons that I don't like to use you are a proponent for people of color. I don't do that because when I always say I'm a proponent for black people, because when black people are arguing about injustices, we argue about the injustices of everyone. But we are the only ones screaming. Now, when laws get passed, those people of color come out the woodwork and take advantage of those things that we fought so diligently for. And when it's us, nobody's saying anything. So as soon as you begin to feel something that we've been telling you is going on and that you should be in the fight with us, now you want me to take up arms and hit the streets for you? Nah.
So what y'all saying is I shouldn't be ordering Chinese food right now?
I mean, you should get it if that's what you eat.
Oh, okay.
They're not getting it from China.
Yeah,
What is
I don't think that got anything to do with,
Although
you know,
shouldn't be eating
getting it.
Chinese food. Anyway, listen, I come from New York, so you don't see the
Girl, you know I don't play that.
Like, okay, so boom,
Y'all better listen to them.
they
They
legit-
real OGs up there.
like legitimately, you don't ever see a delivery truck. Sam, have you ever seen a delivery truck at a Chinese restaurant?
That's why I don't eat it.
You never like you go to the Caribbean, the
I ain't
Spanish
never-
spots,
I
you
don't
go to
never
the Italian
play that
spots.
stuff.
They have every single day. Meat is getting delivered, produce is getting delivered. Like you can see it in the front. Chinese spots, never. You know why? Because they go around back, and you think you eating shrimp,
Whack-a-mole.
and you eating cat, and you eating dog,
Whack-a-mole.
and you eating all that. I'm telling you.
But y'all like that
Let
cat
me
though.
tell you something.
I mean,
And them sparrows.
Let me tell you something. I'm eating.
Cats and sparrows.
Hey,
as long
and
as
moles.
you don't see it, then it's fine. You know, I saw somebody poaching pigeons. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Of course it's a thing. Otherwise the pigeons would have took over.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I looked it up on Google.
People
They
eat
said a lot
squirrels.
of Chinese restaurants do that because it's cheaper than buying chicken.
hey.
I was okay with eating the chicken at Chinese restaurants before I knew that
I
it
don't
was
know why.
pigeon.
Let me tell you something.
Now that I
It's
take
once,
him,
it's once
I
you
see.
find out, it's just like going to somebody's house and you're like, okay, well the food
and
is
you
good.
find out that
and then-
Adrian Ballin don't wash her damn hands.
Facts.
It's the same thing.
Right.
You
It's
don't
like,
wanna eat it.
yeah, you're like, I don't
Yeah,
want
I
to watch
don't
that. I
eat
don't want to
that.
eat it
Just
anymore.
like how the
And-
transparent people, they take their chicken
and they don't wash it.
Exactamundo. See? All of these things. Let me tell y'all something. The things I say on Conversation with Dope Black Chick and the Dope Black Chick podcast, I have had some people say that I am racist. I am not racist, but I am
You're
damn
racist.
sure prejudiced. And I will tell you that everything that I pull is straight facts. I never pull stuff out of the sky. I am giving y'all straight, legitimate.
That was
Documented
right? I
facts.
think the view, they, like all the audience, they was like, "What?"
No, it was some type
Straight
of like
facts.
thing.
This be
and-
stuff I be
All
giving
the
Right.
y'all.
women were like, "You wash your
But
meat."
the girl that was
yeah.
on there was West Indian, and she
They
was
don't
like,
wash
"Why
their
you don't
meat.
wash
Why
your
y'all
meat?"
looking at me like that?
Right. Yeah, you wash your meat.
So the Asians are buying guns in
Lord.
astounding
Family
numbers.
guns.
Wait,
What was that? What was that girl in LA?
He
This
bleaches
little
chicken.
does he bleaches chicken.
I ain't eat your chicken either.
Thank you.
But yeah, they're buying guns. They feel threatened, and so
I mean, I can see where they
they
coming
feel
from.
the need
Oh,
to.
but we getting shot down by police every day.
And something's wrong. We're gangsters when we buy guns,
We
even
good.
though
See,
we're
but I
trying to
feel
protect
like-
our
We good.
lives. But they want to get guns because now they fear their livelihood.
That's dangerous.
Whatever.
So they are buying them in increasing numbers. Also, I want to talk about there's a firefighter who faked coronavirus, but now he's facing charges. I don't know why he faked it. I think he
didn't
just
wanna go to work.
didn't want to work.
I mean, not for nothing. That's what I
You
would have
think it's gonna
done.
have to show documentation? Like I'm confused.
But that's what I would have done with,
No.
with my old job. Like I would have totally
Would y'all
been
really
like,
fake
I got the
coronavirus?
I can't.
Call it
I think.
yourself.
I
That's
think.
just going-
I
You know, see, black people don't play like that. That's why I was like, we don't do that because we believe in calling stuff onto yourself.
Right.
And we don't do that. We be like, don't be playing. Don't be claiming that. Don't claim it. Don't you claim it.
I might have used it.
I don't say that.
I would have been like, my neighbor got coronavirus. We was at the mail.
Yeah.
We were at the mailbox at the
The
same
flu.
time. Like, oh,
I'm not sure. I would have been like, I'm not sure. I
sure.
think so. I might need to go get tested. I'm not sure.
We
I'm just
refuse
gonna
to claim that.
quarantine
We are
myself
not
before-
claiming these
before that.
things.
You know, for a couple of days I'm quarantining myself. Meanwhile, we on vacation somewhere. Check our Instagram.
Jim, make
We
sure
on-
you block everybody. Jim, make sure you block everybody.
Well, you know, I never had people who I work with on social
So
media.
even regardless, still block them.
My
All right, so
Yeah.
I want to move on to this last section of tonight's topic, which is we want to talk about being on the come up from this entire pandemic. So there are, of course, economic repercussions, and I want to know, what are you guys doing about it? I hear a lot of people talking, and you got these fears, and then you got some people that's just laughing about it, but there is actually an opportunity in all of this. But I really have started having that conversation with my friends, and we're talking about, you know, the stock market, which is plummeting, right? So my question to you is, what are you doing? What are you doing at this moment economically? How is this affecting you? Because a lot of people are talking about, well, if I can't go back to work, I won't be able to pay my bills, or they're trying to think of a job and stuff like that. What are the economic repercussions? How has it affected you financially?
So, my stocks are in the trash, basically. So if you guys want to cash at me, I'm gonna drop it in the comments. I'm gonna drop it in the comments because my stocks are in the trash right now. Like, I've actually been kind of playing around with my stocks for like the last 2 weeks since it started kind of dropping, and yeah, it's all in the trash right now.
Okay, Shane.
Yeah,
what
I
about
mean,
you?
it's gonna shoot back up.
How is this affecting you economically? Like,
You really want to know?
yeah.
I'm already unemployed. So shit doesn't really
So that affect you?
at all.
Okay. What about you, Sam?
It really hasn't affected me yet, but if my clients aren't working, I don't get paid. So that's
So
a problem.
what have you had? What are you putting in place for that situation? Like, are you prepared for when they're like, oh, I don't have that extra money to spend on?
But I know I'm about to get back on my cryptocurrency. That is about to shoot back up.
Okay, so she says she's looking into cryptocurrency. This is something I want you guys to do. Like, a lot of the stocks are plummeting. That means some of the very things that you want to invest in, you can buy in now. But as I was telling Gavin, don't do what a lot of us are doing, and they're buying stocks in like Tesla and Amazon and, you know, these stocks that were once like $1,800 that are now $1,000. It feels like a really good deal, and you're like, oh, I should buy these stocks. Instead, the stock you want to be looking at, people, are the pharmaceutical stocks. Those are the stocks. Those are the people who are creating the vaccines, who are going to be distributing the vaccines, that are going to be helping at the post to do. Those are the people. And there are 7 big pharma companies that you should be following. I ain't going to give you all the information right now, but I just want you to do some research. Now, I invested in a company yesterday, just last night, y'all. And this is a company that comes out the blue, right? But you gotta follow, you gotta read, and you gotta be following what's really happening here, because that's the real story. If you look at the stock market right now, every other stock, even your famed Amazon, is down. Tesla is down. All of these big companies, retail companies that we invest so much money in, they're all down. But guess who's the only ones that are up? These big pharma companies. Why? Because they are diligently working on this vaccine. If y'all want to do your research, you will find out that just about 2 weeks ago, the big 7 pharma companies had a meeting with Trump, right? And then just last week, one of those companies had they returned and had a private meeting with Trump. Well, I'm telling y'all this.
This is a scheme.
That company,
This is a scheme.
that company
that Trump set
is
up.
steadily increasing, steadily increasing. And let me tell you how much it costs to buy in on some of these, as low as $4 a share.
Are we doing that tonight?
So do not go buying some Amazon stock for $500,000, $700,000 when you can buy $400 worth of stock in this company that's $4. Well, it was $4. As a matter of fact, 2 weeks ago it was $4, and today it closed at 10. So, per share.
So
Be wise about your investments, and don't always just look at things and be like, oh, it's the end of the world. No, we always bounce back. I had this on a podcast where I talked about how God says there is nothing that I've ever made that has broken. The world ain't gonna break, people. We might fuck it up, and we might die, but the world ain't breaking. It's gonna keep moving. When y'all see people die every day, and the world keeps on moving, pay attention to where you really need to be putting your money. And just like this thing showed up so quickly, it's gonna be gone very quickly. So you got a small window to make this investment, get your money, cash out, and then buy all of those companies that you love so much when they're much cheaper.
well, I did buy a little couple of shares in Tesla. I mean,
A couple of shares of Tesla
yeah,
is probably about $2,000,
well,
unless you did fractional shares.
no.
Which you can do fractional shares. And matter of fact, what I'm going to do is put in the comments, I don't know if you guys use the Robinhood app, but I'll put my link in the Robinhood app so I can get them free shares and you get one too. Okay? So I'll put that link there. Make sure y'all sign up for Robinhood and start getting yourself some stock. But yeah, you can buy fractional shares of Tesla. That means, yeah, Tesla is what, $1,800, $1,500 right now? So if you only got $20, you can put $20 in there. Doesn't mean that you have a whole share, but you got like a fraction of a share is better than no
Nothing
share.
at all. True.
So, like, that's what we got to be thinking about. We think that when we invest in a company, that means we own it. You don't own nothing. Just get the shares, get in, get out. This is a game, man. Make your money grow really quickly and get out. It's all about following the news, but not reacting to the news and thinking that, oh my God, we're all going to die. I better go to Sam's and buy 20 racks of ribs. Don't do that. That money she spent could have been invested into this company I'm talking about.
The truth is, though, the truth is we all going to die.
One day, that's the truth we were born with, though.
Now, that's something.
Like, I don't need the news to tell me that.
Yeah, we all going to die one day.
So in the meantime, I'm buying flights and I'm investing in the pharmaceutical companies. That's all I'm saying.
And I'm buying
Get that
ribs,
money.
too. I'm
she's
thinking
gonna
of
be
ribs.
eating good though. Like if this is I Am Legend,
She's probably gonna die off the ribs. They're
That's
gonna be like, how did she die?
And she probably gonna buy that grill up.
Yeah, I didn't know what
It
house
wasn't coronavirus. It was
Gonna
the
buy that
ribs that
grill
got
up.
her.
What Sam's you was in?
I don't know, somewhere in Atlanta.
It was a white lady though.
Mhm. Y'all ain't gonna eat her ribs.
No.
She probably gonna put the coronavirus on there.
She ain't watch
She ain't gonna.
Yeah.
She just cut that.
Yep.
Probably don't season it right either.
She probably gonna season it
Let's see
right.
what the comments say.
And she ain't gonna put no
When I
sauce
blink my
on it.
eyes, my mama and grandma still here, so Jesus ain't here yet. Boy, I tell you. So yes, make sure that y'all are investing. Like I said, I am gonna put this link in here so you guys can start using Robinhood and investing. Like, the thing I love about Robinhood app is that you can invest immediately. Like, with E-Trade, you got to wait 72 hours, sometimes 5 business days. With Robinhood, you literally can invest immediately. So, and there are no fees. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I just wanted to know, like, what are you guys investing in? What are going to be some of your top stock picks and stuff like that? But you said Tesla was something that you definitely wanted to invest in.
He did it already. It's already done.
Oh, it's already done. He's already done
deal.
that. Do you have anything that you really wanted to invest in?
You're talking to the wrong one.
You don't even talk. You don't talk about investments.
No.
Sam.
She said that she's unemployed.
Talk to
But
me.
let me tell you-
Yeah, I am
but let me
very
tell you-
much so.
But let me
But
tell you something.
you don't even need a lot of money to invest. There are
Well,
penny stocks,
Well, here's the thing. Here's
like
the thing.
4-cent stocks.
Okay, so let me explain something real quick.
You got 4 cents.
No, I don't.
Girl, you can find 4 cents over there.
All my money is pretty much accounted for. I barely have enough to pay my rent.
Do you have money in your car right now in the cup holder?
My grandma car, so I don't know.
But I bet she got it. So therefore, you got 4 cents to invest. Like I don't like when people say that they don't have the money to invest. Investments are not that hard.
Okay, so
you do have the money.
Let me explain.
We're not educated on it.
I was about to say that. So
it's definitely
my other good friend Keisha, we were just talking about it. We literally just had this conversation.
Okay, good.
An hour
We just
ago,
left out the
when
house.
we left out the house,
Okay,
we had this
but
conversation.
She's doing forex, so
Yeah, but she does that. That is her thing. I've just never been
She's a
interested.
trader.
Yeah, I've just never been interested in it, and maybe I should be. Maybe that might be helpful for me, but that's just not my thing. So you keep asking me about it. You're not gonna get no answer from me. I'm super unemployed. I'm super just
everything that you're buying, everything that you
I don't
do,
buy nothing.
everything that you do is what's pushing the market. So that's why I'm asking you because I'm like, so you went to what? Okay,
companies you talking about.
The pharmaceutical
I'm
company
like, does
exists,
Purell
though.
have any stocks? 'Cause I need to look into that too.
Yes, that's Procter and Gamble.
It's a short.
So, but we'll
It's a
talk.
sh-
I'm gonna
it's
tell
a-
you which ones. But yeah, check pharmaceutical stocks, y'all. And then this is the funny thing about the stock market. The information is just right there.
Right.
Like they put the
Right.
information right there. Matter of fact,
Right.
this company that I'm telling y'all about that was $4 a stock, $4 a share. This company, Bill Gates Foundation, just injected $5 million into this company because they are the ones creating the coronavirus testing kits. That's how they jumped to $10 today.
Deal.
Why would Bill Gates inject that money?
I can tell you.
Because he know I'm gonna get my
And if they
return.
already made the testing kits, they already got the cure. So you
And what have you seen all day on TV is this constant conversation that there are not enough tests. Why don't we have posting sites on it in every state?
Man.
Why don't we? Matter of fact, Joe Biden went on and during his press conference or his statement, he said we should have 10 testing sites per state. And so people were saying, well, that would be kind of extraneous for those states, right? Maybe we shouldn't have that many. He's like, we can do it.
Right.
How can we do it if we don't have the kits? But you got this company here whose stock is shooting up, and
Right.
Bill Gates just gave them $5 million. Oh, they're going to have it, and there's going to be 10 testing sites. And that is where you need to be putting your money. Pay attention to the news. Don't just watch the news and be like, child, they're going to be testing us. You can drive up. Don't pay attention to that part of the story. Pay attention to the fact that there's going to be sites.
That's how
Who
China was
runs these
testing
sites? Put your money into who's running these sites.
That's how China was testing their people. Like literally, you could just pull up at the red line. They was testing them right there in their car.
Yeah, and somebody
They don't
proposed
play.
that as well.
Dang.
And so if that does happen, you need to be worried about what company is going to be handling, who sets this up.
Bill
Who's
Gates, you need
covering
$5
the
million.
mask
I'll
that
make this
keeps
whole
selling
situation
out.
disappear.
And CVS is a company y'all should have invested in
So I
6-7 months ago because their stock was at like $23. Now, right now, it may look like it's not doing well. They're at $55 right now. However,
It's bad.
CVS merged with Aetna 6 months ago. A lot of people don't even know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Trust and believe CVS knows what they're doing because CVS is going to be responsible for home delivery of pharmaceuticals. CVS is they're basically taking the Amazon approach to getting you your health care.
Yeah.
I think
So
there's an app like that
I
already.
I've had shares in CVS since 2002.
Then you looking real good right now.
Yeah.
That stock should be keeping you steady right now.
There is something like that.
That's in a separate portfolio.
So you got to pay attention, guys. You just really, really, really need to start paying attention to the real story. I think that there's a great opportunity for us if we pay attention during this and don't get caught up in the media hype of the fear of
Right.
what's going on. Trust and believe life will go on. And so you need to do what you need to do so that you can survive past coronavirus.
Right. Buy.
Just like they
buy
told us we
ginger
were going
ale.
to die from Ebola.
Just buy ginger ale.
Yeah, and
That
you know they got the
bowl.
bowl kind.
That bowl.
And Vicks.
And Vicks.
Right. Let me
And a
tell you.
pillow. Lay
And
your
don't-
ass down somewhere.
And don't get that lazy ass
Schweppes.
Schweppes. You got to get Canada
It
Dry.
got to be Canada Dry.
Okay.
If it ain't Canada Dry, it ain't doing nothing. So, she says, Cassandra says, what do you think about Walmart and the opening of the medical centers that they are testing? Now, Walmart is a good stock to invest in. I say that because, again, I follow Warren Buffett's idea that anything that you use, you should be investing in. Walmart is like roaches. They ain't going nowhere.
They ain't going nowhere. You hear me? They take it.
They don't
over.
care if they got one lane open. You will stay there, okay? Look,
You be
Walmart,
frustrated.
I'll be out.
you're frustrated,
frustrated,
but
I'm
you
standing in
stay.
line.
I go to
You
Target.
stay.
Uh-uh.
You bougie.
Mm-mm.
I go to Target because that's
You go to Target,
I go
but
to
when
Target
Target
too.
don't have what you want, guess where you end up? Wally World.
No, I
Publix.
prefer
Huh?
Publix. I prefer
Publix, so
Walmart.
I just go to Amazon.
Target is a
So,
dangerous trap.
I believe if Walmart is opening medical centers, that might be based on what I was also saying earlier about what Joe Biden just said about we should have these testing facilities available. How else are you going to do it? How else are you going to set up 10 per state? Remember, I said that the question was, well, that's going to be kind of extraneous for those cities. Well, if you got Walmart, who is pretty much on every corner,
Yeah.
then you can barter a deal with Walmart to host those centers. Problem solved.
Walmart probably gonna be giving those people Corona. I don't trust
Invest.
I don't trust it.
Invest. Pay attention to the
key.
story. That's all I'm saying. Pay attention
This
to
is
the
just-
real story. Walmart's stock is currently around $100. 6 months ago, you could have got it at like 70. I'm just saying. Pay attention to these stocks. So that's it for tonight for the Conversations with the Dope Black Chick. Y'all have any other questions? Let me make sure I post this Robin Hood.
Georgia only has the only 2 testing. Right, because we got the CDC. Right, and I think
And then they're not testing everybody.
Right, well they're supposed to be bringing those people from that one of those cruises here.
Those are the ones from the naval ship thing. The Princess Cruises.
Right, they're bringing them here, right?
Well, they can't get off though.
They can't get
Yeah.
out.
They're docked at what is it? It's not Fort
But
Benning.
they're
is it?
gonna. I thought they were gonna bring them here to Atlanta.
They wouldn't be able to get
Like,
off.
to
They
the
have to be
CDC.
quarantined.
Yeah, they just sitting off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, y'all gonna sit over there for 2 days.
That's unfortunate.
But I like that like I feel like that's the worst thing that they could do is keep them on the boat because then you have people who have it, then you have people who don't have it. Like, well, I guess I've learned a little bit more about it because also one of my brother's friends who's a teacher here, he's actually in quarantine now because he teaches at one of the schools where one of the students has it, and so
One of the students
Mhm.
is a grown student though.
Yeah, these are.
Okay.
So like the kid is the kid had it or his dad has it or something like that or whatever, and so he's currently in quarantine right now. Like he's basically at his house. He can't leave out of the room. So they basically come and like slide his food under the door.
Boy in the
and
costume,
stuff like
pretty
that.
much.
Yeah. It's basically like he's in solitary confinement. pretty much.
I'm gonna be looking for companies that are developing bubbles. That's all I'm saying.
Let me tell you something.
We headed that way.
We headed that way. Let me tell you, I'm trying to wear me a
They
cold
do
rock
have
suit.
this like bubble thing, like a camping thing. Have you seen that?
I've seen
Where it's
that.
like
but,
in your backyard, and it's like a bubble, and you can sit in it and just.
I'm claustrophobic, I can't.
well, you
And
you
y'all
don't-
know Jeff
don't-
Bezos is built. But anyway,
Don't plan
have
on
y'all
putting
seen the
Corona.
rise of Jeff Bezos? Look, if you have not seen the rise of Jeff Bezos, it was on PBS Frontline. Make sure y'all go watch that. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. The man thinks forward. Don't y'all think back. Don't worry about what's going on right now.
But-
That man is thinking forward, and I'm just gonna be following what he's thinking about because he set it up.
What did he think about this coronavirus?
I don't think that was on
He
his radar.
knows.
Those kids probably gonna start being so.
Thank you.
Amazon.
Oh, and did
Right.
y'all know that AWS is Amazon wireless services, right? Amazon Web Services. But Amazon Web Services, which I didn't know until watching this show, is the basically all of the cloud that we keep putting stuff into, that's Amazon. They own, operate all of that. Hundreds of thousands of these Fortune 500 companies all have contracts with Amazon. Netflix, Disney, all of them have contracts to hold their content with Amazon. Amazon, actually, AWS services is the cloud software and firmware and security firmware for the U.S. government.
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah.
Like, they have this technology and they are selling it. That's how he got the contracts with all of these Fortune 500 companies, is because their first client was the U.S. government. So they're like, yeah, if we keep them safe, you know we can keep your content safe. Come on, get out over here.
Meanwhile,
look, y'all better pay attention. Y'all think they just selling books.
Meanwhile,
Jeff Bezos ain't playing with y'all.
Meanwhile, I'm getting 1,000 phishing emails from Amazon. How the hell they keep my
Jeff
information
Bezos
safe?
has set up a program in which you come to his site and you spend your money. And then on top of that, you spend more money for him to ship the products that you just bought to you in 2 days or less. Just saying. Yeah, I need to be balling like that. That's smart thinking.
I'm definitely on that.
You gonna pay me to ship you what you already bought, and you gonna pay a premium every year just for that. Oh, okay.
Every month. Well, yeah, if you don't buy the yearly,
you do monthly. Anyway, so that's it for the show. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure that y'all check out the podcast, the Dope Black Chick Podcast, available on all platforms. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you rate, and make sure that you comment and share this episode with a friend. Let them know there's a dope black chick talking dope black spit. Until next time, peace and blessings.
Peace out.
Oh, and come back for the comments, because I'm going to definitely put that Robin Hood link in there. I was trying to do it while I was talking, and that ain't going to happen.
It didn't work out. It didn't work out like that.
It ain't going to work out.
Right.
Did it finish?